want to hire many new investigative reporters. We want to unleash them. We want to hold Trump accountable. He's got all those conflicts of interest. He's loaded up his cabinet with the swamp. We're going to hold the Democratic Party accountable, too. We're going to go after all of the establishment. Now, we already have an investigative reporter. He's already broken many stories, the lead poisoning in Indiana, Standing Rock, the Donna Brazile story, and held people accountable. So Donna Brazile's not on CNN, is not going to go back to CNN. CNN parted ways with her because WikiLeaks showed that she leaked questions to Hillary Clinton. We stayed on that story. We emphasized that story. We demanded answers from CNN and got results, okay? We are holding the establishment accountable. The guy who's done that for us first, powered by our members, is Jordan Chariton. Now, what I want to show you is a collection of some of the videos he's done on the middle class and how the oligarchy in this country, unfortunately, is crushing the middle class. You'll hardly ever see it on television. He's doing it every day on youtube.com/TYTpolitics, and I want you to see the man that you hired to cover the stories you wanted covered and how we're covering them. So let's watch this.
I am in what I would consider the heart of the deindustrialization of America.
When you talk to everyday people the way that you're doing, you find out that their lives have not really changed. And so it's not enough for us to talk about. We can say that things are getting better. Yes, compared to the Great Recession, things are. But there are still people. If you were already drowning when the Great Recession hit, you're not much above water. So you're still drowning.
Our city streets has become a dump site, dumping off old particles they don't need and dumping off dead bodies. It's a dump site.
How do you support 4 people off of $275 a week?
That's what I used to get. I get $140 a week now.
$140 a week now?
The governor made cuts of $2 billion to corporate America.
Yep.
And in order to make that up on the budget, he took it from the poor.
Yep.
Do you understand that? And the effects that it has in our community.
The housing market just bottomed right out from under us, no equity. And he literally went all up and down the East Coast for 10 months and could not find work. His 2 job offers, one was in Bosnia, this was during wartime, and the other one was Wisconsin, and that's how we got here. All this is destabilizing, and I think that that's probably the biggest point I would personally like to make, is how destabilizing this is to families.
I was working for a minor league baseball team for about a decade right out of school for about $35 a day. So I was doing directing and technical directing for the Pittsburgh Pirates minor league.
Sorry, you were working for $35 a day for 10 years?
But the 401k market several years ago tanked. I mean, I lost $30,000. I'm pretty sure most of the people at the table lost some money in there, right? But that 401k was our retirement.
I shouldn't have to work 2 jobs or 3 jobs just to pay my rent and put food on my table. So I don't have kids right now because I don't want to put them through what I'm going through. This is ridiculous to bring more kids in the world and they have to struggle.
I mean, school is so high. Everything we want good for our children. Our children aren't born bad. We're just born poor.
We can no longer sit back and wait for the government. John Wayne ain't coming for the wagon train anymore.
I played at this recreation center all my life until they closed it down. We got to make a change. Somebody got to bring something to these kids out here, because there's still kids out here.
The truth of the matter is these jobs hurt. You're doing in some cases you're doing the same job 8-10 hours a day. I mean, your joints are worn, your body's worn. It breaks you.
As too many of these folks are disconnected, and they need to do what you're doing. And I'm not just saying that because you're here, but you got to get out and touch people and allow them to tell you their stories.
Well, that's what we're doing, man. We're doing it on TYT. We're doing it on TYT Politics. Jordan's doing a great job on youtube.com/TYTpolitics. I want you to go to check that out. But you know what I want you to do more than anything else? Give me more Jordans. So that's one guy combing the country, breaking all those stories, and giving the stories that you don't see anywhere else about how the country's actually hurting. If the Democratic Party establishment or the mainstream media had watched, I swear to you, if they just watched TYT Politics, maybe they would have had a better clue as to how much people are hurting and how to actually run a campaign to appeal to those people, to actually help them. Not because you want to win, not because you thirst for power, but because when I look at those folks, I think, how do I help them? How do I help them? I want to help them. And I know that in the mainstream media, you're supposed to be neutral. You're supposed to not care. You're supposed to be indifferent. Oh, okay. You got $35 a day. You got $140 a week. Who cares? I'm neutral. Well, we're not neutral. That bothers us. That's why we go cover it, so we can make it better. So give me 2 more Jordans, give me 5 more Jordans. Let's go get these guys. Let's get the establishment. Let's show them what America's actually going through. White, black, it doesn't matter. Coast, the middle of the country, it doesn't matter. We all used to have decent jobs. Yes, under Obama, we got a lot of jobs back, but they're not great jobs. There was a guy who was doing a factory job in the middle of Ohio. Now he's delivering pizza. Jordan interviewed these guys at a burger joint. It's one of the most haunting things from one of his pieces, and I still remember it today. He asked one of the young guys, I think he was about 25 years old, yeah, but what do you dream about? What's your dream job? He said, I hadn't bothered to dream because this is all I got. I got this minimum wage job, and I'm fighting like hell to try to move that minimum wage up a buck or two so that I can live a little bit better. He honestly was stumped. He was sitting there going, oh my God. He had never dreamed of a better job because it seems like it's not possible out there. It kind of reminded me of that woman that I talked to at an airport in 2012, and I asked her if she was going to vote in the 2012 elections, and she said, after Obama, what is there left to hope for? And it's not, I don't want to get back into, it's not about bashing Obama. It's about saying there's this pain out there. That hope that they had and they still have is unmet. We never got the big change. We got incremental change, and now that incremental change is going to get rolled back. We can do better for these people. But the first thing you got to do is you've got to actually show everybody what real Americans are going through, why they're angry, why they're frustrated. It's like what the civil rights movement did. Until you saw those German shepherds attacking those poor kids, just trying to, walk across a bridge, until you saw the batons falling on people's heads, and that cavalry ride where the sheriffs on horses manhandled those people, until we saw it with our own eyes, we didn't want to see, and we didn't see, and we didn't do anything about it. We got to show it to you first so that you are moved to action and you do something about it. Because right now, the establishment, they don't want you to act. They don't want you to see that. The CNNs of the world have billions of dollars. You tell me they can't hire investigative reporters? You tell me they don't have one person in the building who can do what Jordan's doing? They don't want to do it. Because if they showed it to you, you might actually get pissed. And if you got pissed, you might want to rock the boat a little bit. But those companies think, that's my boat. I'm the multinational corporations that are both bribing the politicians now legally and getting the fruits of that. And put it in because they spend it in TV dollars. I don't want to rock that boat. That's my boat. Well, our job together, whether they like it or not, is to rock their boat. The status quo isn't helping us. You just saw that video. You can see 100 more like it on TYT Politics. Let's go rock their boat. Let's do it together. The way we're going to do it is we're going to hire more reporters. TYTnetwork.com/go. Let's go hire those reporters. Imagine 2, 3, 4, 5 Jordans out there covering real stories and shining a light on them. Let's go do it together.